Hello there, my name is the Musical Boy 93 and welcome to Zoo Tycoon Complete Edition. Oh, this screen is so nostalgic to me. Who else is feeling nostalgic looking at this? So, Zoo Tycoon, for those of you who don't know, is a business simulation game, basically, where you start up a zoo from nothing and off you go. Basically, that's all you need to know about it. That's all there is to it. Now, I'm going to choose my map. I usually go for a nice large one. There is a map already made. Yeah, this one, the kids map. This one is already sort of this one is set up where you'll never run out of money and everything's already sort of like pre-done. You just need to add in some more attractions and the like. But I don't want to use that one, not yet at least. So I'm just going to use a plain empty map. Now I like to use the basic grass map, and I'm going to give myself like $500,000 to start the game. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to pause the game here so I can just sort of take you through a few basics. So you've got your construction tabs, your adopt animal tabs, your structures and your staff. You know, pretty much all are self-explanatory. So you've got like tanks and enclosures. I'm not going to make any tanks just yet because I haven't got a filter yet for my enclosures. The animals would get ill because the tank would get dirty and there'd be no way of cleaning it. So I'm just going to stick to land animals for now. So I've only got like a limited amount of animals anyway, so I can't do a great deal. But what I can do, I will do. So first things first, I'm going to do a bit of housekeeping. I'm going to start funding my research and conservation. So that gives me new tasks, like new items, animals, and all the rest of it, and abilities to better take care of my zoo. I'm going to just uncheck some of these things in conservation because I want to focus at the moment on getting more endangered animals, aquatic animals and dinosaurs. So I'll focus on that first, but I'll keep research as it is. So we'll keep that as it is for now and start getting my zoo built. Oh, also what I might do is I might increase my funding for marketing so I can like make the zoo more popular by advertising it better. I might also, for now, lower my price of it, my admission fees, to just to get patrons in. So first of all, I'm going to block off this piece of path for the time being because I want to get my patrons sort of focused on one area for now. So let's go over here, and I'm going to start off with something easy. I'll make an enclosure for plain zebra, I think. So what I like to do is I like to just use a weak fence for weaker animals and then use stronger ones for animals that can climb or push the enclosure gates over. And then we'll get some dinosaurs in here as well eventually, and I'll show you what I like to do with the dinosaurs. So there is also a way of making sure that your fences last a little bit longer for enclosures, and that is basically doubling them up, so making them cover each other. So if one layer of fence starts to get old and decrepit, the other one will at least hold the animals in so they can't push that weak fence down, so that a member of maintenance staff can get in and fix it. So there we go, that's my first exhibit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put zebras in this one. So I'm going to call this exhibit Stripy Savannah. Let's do a nice bit of alliteration. I do like a bit of alliteration. There we go. So we've got our first enclosure. And I'm going to put some zebras in. So I'm going to put in 2 males and 2 females, I think. So that's my start off enclosure. So I'm now going to just put in some staff members. So a zookeeper and a tour guide. And I'll assign them to this enclosure. So they'll work for this one and this one only. And before I do anything for the zebras, I might just make an area for patrons to sort of spend some money and get some souvenirs and food and things like that. So I'll go all the way up to that piece of fence there, so they don't end up getting confused and going onto the wrong path. So I'm just going to use this Atlantean path for aesthetics, basically. It doesn't do much, just makes it look pretty. So first of all, restrooms. Put a couple of restrooms up there. I think they let 2 people in at a time, so yeah, it's not too much of a problem. So 2 restrooms, a couple of benches. I think put some metal benches along the back. Oh, that noise is not good. I don't like that noise. Put in some vending machines. I put a snack machine here and a drinks machine here. Put some picnic benches in. It makes me feel a bit like Yogi Bear. Hey, boo-boo! Looks like a good day to swipe some picnic baskets. Anyway, a couple of picnic benches. What else should I put in? I'll put in a gift stand at the back here. Maybe a candy floss stand there, and a nacho stand. Why not? Put it near the drinks and snacks machines there. Then put a couple of bins in, I think. So right by the vending machines would be a good place. One by the nacho stand, one by the stand here, the cotton candy, and right by these picnic benches as well. Okay, I think that's a good start. Let's zoom out and resume. So I'll tell you a little Easter egg as well, guys. When your patrons start coming in, if they come in on the first day of January, they come in not feeling too great. Now the reason for that is I believe it's like a I think it's a reference to like New Year's, and everyone's coming from parties, so they're a bit hungover, a bit drunk, and so they're throwing up all over your park, which is lovely. But anyway, I'm now going to start making this enclosure a bit more suitable for my zebras, because obviously there's a lot of grass here, and they don't get ordinary grass in the savannah. They get obviously savannah grass, which is what I'm putting down right now. So I think I've covered every inch of grass, which means now there's too much savannah grass and not enough fresh water. So let's put a little watering hole there for them, I think. Yep, that's enough. They need some shelters, so they want somewhere to sleep. A little bit of shelter there. And they want some foliage and rocks. So conservation and research, reverse tail, and lowland gorilla unlocked. Wonderful. So let's put some foliage in. Oh, a bit too much there. Let's get rid of it. There we go. That was the last one that they were unhappy with, I think. And plain zebra 4 would like some more rocks. So let's put a termite mound in. And a few savannah rocks. Oh, no, maybe not. They don't want that. 1 termite mound's enough for them. And it's well suited. Lovely. So that is my first enclosure finished. And well, that's a lot of patrons already. How many guests have I got? 19. Okay, that's still a good start. We're only like 11 days into the month. So that's not too bad, is it? Plain Zebra 1 looks overjoyed. Lovely. That's good to hear. So, this game is quite a casual one. There's a lot of waiting around, I'm afraid. But in the meantime, I can sort of make some little bits and pieces here and there to keep the zoo going, keep interest high. So this game, I believe, is how old is this game now? It's over 15 years old, I believe. And I used to love this when I was a kid. So I'm going to put in a kids. Speaking of kids, I'm going to put a kids arcade in here. And I think I'll put an Atlantean gift shop on the Atlantean pathway. I think that will make sense. Shaved ice pagoda. No, maybe not. I won't go too crazy just yet. What I will do though is I'll put some bonfires around, I think, because there's nothing like a good little bonfire, and some other little attractions as well, like just put a couple of torches down. Oops, not there. Wanted one there. That's good. There are people are already using the arcade, the little eager beavers. Right? Well, you know, it's all good for business. Because that's what this is. This is all a big business simulator. So, that's my first enclosure done. I might add another one actually. At some point. I've got a good amount of cash still. My research and conservation is going haywire. Wow. I mean, I know that I funded it so it would be quite quick, but didn't realise it would be this quick. Nutritional dinosaur food. I don't think there's anything in research I'm particularly fussed about at the moment. Not particularly. Oh well. Yeah, what I might do is I might put in another enclosure. So what should I put in next? Not something savannah. I want something different this time. Chimpanzee? Yeah, I think maybe a chimpanzee. Nice and simple, nice and easy. Iron fence. Now, animals can climb out of like a chain link fence, which is what I've got for the zebras here, but obviously zebras aren't able to climb very well. They haven't got any like fingers or anything to grip with. So they're safe enough like that. So I'm going to put my chimpanzee enclosure, I think, down here. So again, I'm going to make a nice interesting shape. Oh, it's going to take up a bit of space, I think. Let's just have a look at that. It looks okay, I think. Narwhals available. Lovely. And let's start doubling up my fences for security. I'm a bit paranoid when it comes to these animals. There we go. And there. So what should I call this one? I'm going to call this Chimpland. There we go. Ooh, that's a bit odd for the poor zookeeper. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to block that off for now. And I'm going to delete a piece of fencing here, I think. And I'll put a new gate there, so the zookeeper can get in and out. I might just pause this as well, so that I can just do the same for this enclosure here. And I'll delete this piece of fencing here, put a new gate there, just so it's easier for the poor zookeeper to get in and out. Let's get the zookeeper and plonk her in there. So I'm going to put, I think 4 chimpanzees should be enough in this one enclosure. And then I will assign the zookeeper to this enclosure. And wherever my tour guide is, I will assign you to this one as well. There we go. So, let's see what these chimpanzees would like. More foliage, more rainforest terrain, more dirt terrain. Okay, so let's get started with that. So, we've got an idea of what they want. Some savanna, not savanna, rainforest grass. So let's change the terrain to their liking. Don't want to put too much in unnecessary places. Still not enough for them. Short fin mako shark, lovely. Okay, so they now want some... Chimpanzee 2 is ill? Already? What? Hang on, how have you become ill so quickly? Zookeeper, get in there and heal that poor thing. Probably was a bit homesick or something. Okay, so dirt terrain to cover up the grass. Yeah, that's better. They want some toys. Ah, yeah, now some animals will want toys. I believe chimpanzee bars. Is that enough for them? Nope, they want one more. It can only satisfy 2. Yep. And then they want some shelters. So, a shelter for 2. And then put some foliage in. Now, what foliage do they like? Something that comes from Africa. Rainforest bush. That's the only one? Okay. Let's put some rainforest bushes in. There we go. Whoops. I hate that sound so much. Oh my goodness, they need a lot of foliage. It doesn't help that it's all like one level as well, so... Oh, okay, that's a bit too much. Okay, and they now want some rocks. So, mossy rock, limestone rock. Now, these are rainforest rocks. Aha! So they don't mind these ones, because they do fit pretty much anywhere. And put some medium rocks in. And a couple of small rocks, I think, as well. There we go. And I think they're happy. Yep. So that's them satisfied. Okay guys, so that's basically the idea of the game. You basically have to... That bonfire is loud. I'm going to go away from that. So basically there's a bit of waiting around and seeing what happens. But what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and skip forward a bit to when something else has happened. And I will be back with you very shortly. Alright guys, welcome back. There has been some progress. I have actually unlocked some new animals and items, because that's something that happens over time. As you gain more popularity, as you earn more money, etc., you do start unlocking new things. So for example, I have unlocked new shelters. You can see immediately there's more shelters there. You can see also that there are some new animals. Some of these were unlocked via research, like Ankylosaurus there was one of them. I believe Coelophyses there was. I think like Allosaurus but was unlocked over time. I think the reindeer was unlocked over time as well, actually, thinking about it. Oh, and yeah, I was about to say I have a new enclosure, the giant tortoise enclosure to be precise. So these are a dinosaur that I unlocked with all those other animals and exhibit pieces that you saw. And so I had to get a new member of staff. I got a scientist. They deal with the dinosaurs. So there is not enough greystone, snow and fresh water terrain for them. Okay, so let's put some greystone down first. Okay, that's enough for them, I think. And let's start covering some of the grass in snow. Okay, I think that's enough for them there. Too much snow, not enough fresh water. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, that's gonna be a bit of a pain. There we go. Oh, glitchy textures, glitchy tile collisions. Oh, this game's funny with some of its glitches and bugs and the rest of it. let's just make sure that there's no more grass anywhere. Oh, there's grass all over the place. Plesiosaurus has been unlocked. Good. Lovely. Okay. I think that covers that. Yep, no more grass from what I can see. Too much greystone, not enough water. So let's put a little bit of water here, I think. Yep, lovely. Okay, need some more foliage. Now, what kind of foliage do you like? Arctic grass. Okay, I think I can do Arctic grass. Arctic bush and Arctic grass. Let's put a bit of Arctic bush down. And then a bit of Arctic grass. There we go. I think that's made them happy. Just a bit more maybe? I think it wouldn't hurt. There we go. And they want some rocks. I think I've got some snowy rocks now. Yep, we've got an Arctic rock, so big one there. We've got some large snowy rocks down. Congratulations, you have been given the Silver Plaque Award, Excellence in Exhibit Design, for displaying at least one animal in a highly suitable enclosure. That's good. Apatosaurus is now available. Nice, nice, Sue. Let's put some medium rocks in now. Just mix it up a bit. There we go. And I think they're happy. Lovely. 95% suitable apparently, so that's pretty good. Also, by the way, my zebras gave birth, so I've now got a little baby plain zebra. Oh, how cute. So yeah, I had to rip down those two shelters and put in like a bigger one, so this big wood shelter can hold 4 animals, I believe. So now I can house 6 animals and I've got 5 in there, so not too much. There's not going to be a lot of crowding in there. So yeah, basically guys, this is basically the game, to sort of keep your zoo alive and well. I've unfortunately been spending a lot of money and not really making a great deal. Yeah, my net income is nearly 200,000 in the red. That's not good. There are cheats, of course, and hotkeys that I can use to get more money out of the game, but I don't really fancy using that, to be honest. I might use it in one playthrough at some point just to show you guys. I might actually do like a separate playthrough at some point just to show you some of the little cheats and tips and things here and there for those of you who are interested in playing this game yourselves. I'm just going to check what shops I've unlocked. Doesn't look to be a great deal that's new. Dino gift shop, some hot dog stands, drink stands, things like that. I think I'm pretty okay for that at the moment. Let's have a look at my my incomings from buildings. Oh, there's only 3 that are making losses at the moment. Oh, but then again, thinking about it, oh, that Atlantean gift shop's not doing well, is it? Let's have a look at that. So, well, it's making a bit of money, but it's costing a lot to keep it going. I think if I were to let this stand for a bit longer, though, I think with time it'll start seeing more traffic coming into it. So I'm not going to get rid of that just yet. I think I'm going to keep it for now. The arcade, it's very close to breaking even. How long has that been in operation, actually, thinking about it? That's been in operation 4 months. So give it time and it will eventually start making back on that loss. Oh, hang on, one more buildings. Which other building was it that was in the black? Was it in the red even, sorry? I think it was the gift stand or something, wasn't it? Yeah, gift stand. Ah, there we go. So the arcade's breaking even right now. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Cotton candy, making a good tidy profit. The natso stand, nice and tidy. Drinks machine, good profit. Snack machine, doing okay. Gift stand, it's not doing massively brilliant, but you know, again, we'll just leave it there, and more traffic will come in over time, I think. So yeah, guys, what I might do is I might just leave off again for a bit, and I will get back to you when something else has happened. Okay guys, welcome back. Money has picked up for the zoo, and I have also unlocked some more items. Those items being a tank, as well as more animals, more exhibits, and all that sort of thing. So I've got now a tank filter, so I've extended my giant tortoise enclosure to have like this little fresh water tank out the back, which I will then start to put a path next to, so that the guests can come around and have a look at the tortoises swimming around in this little tank here, and so I can start putting in aquatic animals if I so wished. So I think what I might do here, guys, is I might call it an episode for today. There are lots of thirsty guests. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, that's not good. Let's put in a citrus slushy like drink machine stand here, and let's put a proper drink stand. Where do I fancy putting it? What I'll do is I'll put another like patron area here. I think I've got a little, just a little one here, which will be sort of like a little food and drinks area. So let's just put it one more out, I think, and then on this back row here I can put some food vendors. Put a burger stand here, I think, and a frozen yogurt stand as well, I fancy, and then some picnic benches lining this little bit here. Put some bins in place so that people don't start littering the zoo. Oh, there was a guest in the way. Get out of my way. Goodness sake. Have some decency. Okay. Let's put a couple more bins down just for good measure. So that should start drawing in some more money as well for the zoo. So yeah, guys. Oh, another birth. Oh yeah, another birth happened in the chimpanzee enclosure as well, not just the one you saw here as well. So now I've got to put some more shelters in for the zebras. Lovely. So yeah, guys, that is, yeah, I think now, after that little bit of craziness, I think now I'm going to call this an episode, but I'm going to open something up to you guys. I'd like to make this a bit of an interactive series, okay? So if any of you would like an enclosure dedicated to you with a certain animal in it, what I'd like you to do is just leave a comment in the comment section of this video saying what animal you'd like to see in the zoo and what you would name the enclosure that the animal was in. So if you are lucky enough to win, I will then show your comment in the next video and make an enclosure just for you. Name it after what you'd like to name it and put the animal you'd like in there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the animals you can have, and you can choose which animal you would like to have put into the zoo, and I will select a comment at random. So if you are the lucky winner, you can have your own animal enclosure dedicated to you in my zoo. Okay? So just scrolling up and down the list so you guys can get an idea what I've got available. Okay? Okay, so I think I've covered everything. So I am now, unfortunately guys, all out of time for this video, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please do feel free to leave a like and a comment on this video. It helps me out a great deal. And until next time, keep on singing, everybody.